You have parts of a car. So first, let's talk about cars, okay? Then we can talk about more transport vocabulary. So let's do this together, okay? Great. So here we have what it's inside the car, okay? What we can find inside, okay? Let's see, the most important ones. Here we have the steering wheel. This is called the steering wheel, okay? Then we have the horn in the middle that makes noise, right? Let's see. Then we have the seat belt that you already know, the seat belt. And let's see here. So manual cars have manual gear shift, what we call gear shift, okay? Are you there? Yes? Okay.
Yes, miss, I'm here, I'm here.
So let's see. That is a gear shift, okay? This is called emergency brake, okay? Emergency brake. Here we have what we call the brake, okay? The gas pedal and the what we call clutch, okay? The clutch is so you can shift, okay? The gear shift, I mean, right? Well, you're if you drive, you know what I mean. So you can change, right? Great. Any questions?
The clutch is the freno.
No, that is brake. The clutch is to change
Okay,
the gear shift.
okay, okay. I don't drive.
Ah, that is why. Okay, I understand. So you have the gas pedal to accelerate, to speed up, the brake to slow down or to stop the car, okay? And then you have the clutch. The clutch is so you can change, okay? The gear shift has reverse, okay? You have
El embrague.
exactly, yes, that
Okay.
would be exactly. So you have these three um, pedals, okay? And the emergency brake. Good. Are we okay with this? And the horn in the middle.
Yes, miss.
Then we have the dashboard, the information there behind the steering wheel, right? And that's all, the important thing. Now let's see outside the car. Okay, we will have different things. Oh, sorry. We have here we have the turn signal, the hood or bonnet. It depends if it's British or American. This is what we call review mirror, okay? Review mirror. This is windshield, okay? Windshield. Here you have the trunk, what we call trunk. These are wheels and these are tires, okay? Let's see. These are the tires and this is the wheel.
Tires is like llantas.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um, Here we have the handle, the door, and let's see, in front of the car you have the headlights, the bumper, and the license plate, okay, as well. Any questions about this or?
No.
Right, good. Um, so let's see. Let me see the here. Then here we have driving in the USA. Here we have information. I mean, you can use it. It's not so necessary to remember all of it, but it's useful if you are going to drive in USA. So here we have driving, what we call driving lessons. Okay. First, let's see the most common traffic signs. Okay. Letter A is no parking. Okay, no parking. Letter B is motorway. And letter C are what we call traffic lights. Okay, good. Here we have a conversation, a woman booking some driving lessons, and then the instructor that's going to give her the lessons, right? Cool. Here we have some words. We have driving instructor, the driving lessons, the theory and practical exam, okay, that you take when you get your driving license, right? Good. Great. So we can practice on the road vocabulary, okay? So here we have what we call compound nouns. Are two nouns together where the first noun describes the second. For example, child seat. This is a child seat for a child, okay? A child for a seat. I was going to say, sorry. A bus stop is a place for buses. Compound noun, the first noun is stressed more strongly than the second. For example, a child. We don't say child seat, okay? Or a bus stop. We don't say bus stop, okay? So the stress word is the first one, okay? Not the second one. Here we have compound noun about transport, about driving, okay? And let's see if you can guess some of them. For example, the first one is car crash, okay? What we call car crash. Number two, maybe you can guess with the word from the list, so maybe number three.
The second is cycle line.
Lane, cycle lane. You have the phonetic symbols here so you can know how to pronounce it. Here we have lane, for example.
Lane.
Cycle lane. Good. Number three. So you get charged here. Do you know, Fabi, maybe number three?
Parking fine.
Parking fine. Very good. Excellent. Well, number five is really easy. Petrol will be British. You have the American option is gas
Station.
gas station, of course. Let's see. Well, as well, number six, the noun and not the people. The noun is road. What are they doing there?
Works.
Work. Very good. Road.
Okay.
Work. Excellent.
Road.
Very good. Then we have the
Rush hour.
rush hour. Very good. Excellent. Then we have this one easy.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt. Number 9 is they are watching you with this. So it's a
Speed camera.
speed camera. Yes, they are watching your speed and checking that you are following the law. Excellent.
It's a bit old.
Sorry?
The photograph, the picture is old.
Yes, it's really old. I know. Great. Then we have speed, the traffic sign,
Speed limit.
speed limit. Very good. Okay, number 11 is a bit hard. This is taxi run. A line full of taxis. This is a zone, an area where you can take taxi, called taxi run.
Okay.
You have traffic,
Lights.
traffic lights. Remember, this is traffic
Jam.
jam, traffic jam. Very good. And zebra,
Crossing.
crossing. Great. Well, we have the last one, that is pedestrian zone or pedestrian street. Okay, pedestrian street or pedestrian zone. Okay, this is a zone for pedestrians. Of course, people that are walking, not driving. Okay, great. Any questions about this?
No, miss.
Good. So let's practice a little bit. I'm going to stop sharing. Good. So here we have, for example, you have to put on your, when you drive.
You sit down.
Very good. And when you are going to turn, you have to turn on the,
Turn light.
very good, the turn signal. Very good, turn signal. This is a
Howdy.
I'm not seeing. I'm not.
so you can turn, so you drive your car with this object. Okay.
Steering wheel.
Steering wheel, very good. You can get charged.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
on Google Meet. That's why.
Okay. I was writing in my notebook.
Okay, don't worry.
Like
Then we
me.
have a zone that is for people, not for drivers.
Cocina, but how is...
Okay?
Now, I speak in Spanish. I spoke in Spanish. Nothing. I was talking to myself.
Okay.
Pedestrian zone.
Pedestrian zone or pedestrian street. Very good. So the objects that go red, yellow in our country, and green when
Traffic light.
traffic lights. Very good. Can you tell me one traffic sign? Just one.
No parking.
No parking. Very good. Excellent. Then you have the motorway, for example, as well. Very good. Great. Excellent. You remember. Do you remember the pedals?
Wait. I take notes. Let me see.
Yes.
Clutch,
Clutch. Ranch.
Clutch.
brake, clutch, brake.
Brake. Very good. Excellent. Then
Gas pedal.
the gas pedal. Good. Good. And you shift or change your
Gear.
wheel.
Gear shift.
Gear shift. Gear
Gear shift.
gear shift. Very good. And for emergencies or something like that, that you need to stop the car, maybe you have the, so you can
Emergency brake.
Very good, excellent. Very good, guys. Then you can get charged sometimes if you park in a place that is not allowed. For example, that is called,
We learning.
yes, remember in the money vocabulary, here
Yes.
you can found nouns,
Yeah.
Parking fine.
Parking fine. Very good. Excellent. Um, Great. So you remember most of it. Very good. Excellent. So I wanted to practice. Okay. Sorry, I'm not correct. Great. Excellent. Now let's see some phrases. How long does it take? Okay, this is a very common question. Sorry, I'm not sharing the screen. I'm going to share the screen. How long does it take? So this is a very common question um, when you want to know how much time it takes, right? For example, it takes about an hour to get from London to Oxford by train. It took me, you can say the object pronoun, for example, it took me more than an hour to get to work yesterday. Maybe because of traffic. You got stuck in traffic, for example. How long does it take you to get to school, for example? You can use take plus someone, the person, take you, take it, time. For example, it took me and the time 2 hours to get to work yesterday, for example. Okay? To talk about the duration of a journey, okay, of the commute. Well, the commute is the journey from home to work and the other way around, so from your work to home, to go back home. Excellent. So now you can ask to your partner this question. So, for example, Cande, you can ask number 1 to Fabi.
Okay. How do you get to work? How long does it take?
Well, right now I work at home, so so it doesn't take too
But
long.
before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic. Before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic.
Okay. Well, it took me about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Drive. Yes, I'm really near to the city center.
Good.
Downtown.
So, how did you get to work?
By bike.
By
Not bicycle, but a bike.
Okay.
Ah,
A
motorcycle.
motorcycle, yes.
Motorbike. Okay, cool. Good.
You
Now,
probably-
Fabi, you can ask number 2 to Cande.
How long does it take to get from your house to the town center?
5 minutes, because I live pretty close from the microcenter. So
Good. So it only takes 5 minutes,
5 minutes
to get
is how, yeah.
to the town center because you live near there. Excellent. So you can say it takes me 5 minutes to get to the town
There.
center. Excellent. Now let's see some phrasal verbs. Okay. Here you have set off. Okay. It means to leave on a journey. Pick someone up is collect somebody in a car, and the opposite is drop off somebody off. Okay, pick up, drop off. Okay, then you have ended up. This means to find yourself in a place or situation, not only a place, it can be a situation, okay, that you did not expect. Running out, remember we talked about running out, I think, I don't remember. Finish your supply of something, right? We are running out, so it's almost finished. When you say we ran out, okay, that means that you don't have that anymore, okay? We ran out, for example, of water in space. Watch out or look out is be careful or pay attention to something dangerous. Good? So
Yes.
you can read one sentence each. Cande, you can
Okay.
start.
Okay. We set off at 7 a.m. No, 7 o'clock or 7 a.m. It's the same.
7 in the morning, it's okay. 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning to try to avoid the traffic.
To avoid the traffic. Excellent. Fabri?
I arrive at 8:15. Do you think you could pick me up at the station?
I got on the wrong bus and I ended up on the opposite side of town.
Very good.
We are running out of petrol. Let's stop at the next petrol
It's okay,
station.
it's okay. The American expression is gas station. Of course, it's also correct, of course.
Watch out! Look out! You are going to crash.
Excellent. You're going to crash. Great. Excellent. Now we have what we call lanes. These are lanes. Well, here you have the cycle lane. This is a specific lane for cycling.
Fabri.
For Fabri, right? When he went to work by bike, I don't know if you had a cycle lane. But yes, for example. So these number 1, 2, 3 are what we call lanes. Okay, they are called lanes. Then you have a shoulder lane, that is an emergency stopping lane on the left side of a road. For example, in this case, here in Argentina, we also have shoulder lane. In any case, you can stop when you are on a motorway. In this, you can what we call pull over, right? And this shoulder lane. Good. This shoulder lane. Excellent. Any questions about shoulder lane? Have you ever had to stop or pull over the shoulder lane? No?
No.
Fabri?
Well, yes, in a long trip or for an emergency.
Yes, sometimes when your tire blows, right? That's something that can happen. Then you have to pull over, right? On this lane, right?
Yes, but fortunately that was not my situation.
Excellent, yes, but it's a very common situation, unfortunately. It didn't happen to me, luckily. Great. Let's talk about, well, in Spanish it's the same, intersection, okay? Two roads or streets from each other like a small T, okay? Then you have what we call this, roundabout. A junction is where one road or street meets another, okay? You will have a picture, okay? But they do not have to cross each other like a intersection. Curve is the edge of the sidewalk. Okay. The sidewalk is the curve. Okay.
Yes, el cordón de la vereda.
Exactly. The edge of the sidewalk.
Sorry, I have to make the traduction of everything.
The
sorry.
Translation.
The translation. Sorry.
Sometimes I try not to do that because I have to think Spanish and then I have to translate
I know.
English, and
yes.
Maybe takes you some time more than.
Yes. I know. I know.
It's not. Buckle up is an American expression.
Sorry?
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Yes.
It's an American expression, not British.
No, it's American.
May you write it? Because I don't know what it is.
Sorry, buckle, buckle up.
Okay.
Then we have here American expression. Yes, because this is driving. Sorry, this is driving in USA. Great, excellent. Great, curve and the sidewalk. Okay, you have the road and the sidewalk. Right?
Great. That's a lot.
Great. It's a very common expression in the USA. They buckle up.
Okay.
Pull out. Pull out means to take out your car from the parking space. Okay? For
Yeah.
example, here you can see a car pulling out. A person pulling out the car. Okay? Then we have pull over. What we talked about pull over is very common and very important to know. This stop at the side of the road. For example, here the police officer put Jimmy or this man over because he was going over the speed limit. Okay? So do you know why I pulled you over? So Fabri, you told me that you had to pull over once.
Yes.
And
Why?
maybe has a police officer ever pulled you over?
Yeah. Sometimes I
Yes, of course, it's common when
I always
checks.
and to cross the border of checkpoints and that.
Sorry, it's cracking. Se está cortando. It's like cracking a little bit. Can you repeat, please?
Yes. I need to. I travel to my mom's house. Do you hear me?
No, sorry. Can you hear him, Cande?
Cande?
Cande? It's like cracking a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't worry.
I don't know if we have strong
Strong?
winds blowing.
Yes, okay. I just got the half of it, I think. Well, you can tell me later then. Okay. Good. Then we have speed up, okay, or accelerate. And here we have a phrasal verb as well, to step on the gas or step on it. This means to go fast, right? And the opposite is slow down. Okay, run over someone. This is what we call run over. Someone or something, okay?
But I have to say I ran over someone.
I ran somebody over, you would say.
I ran somebody over. Okay.
Good. Slam the brakes on. This means to stop the car suddenly, okay? Slam the brakes on. To cut someone, this means to change the lane without following the proper traffic rules, okay? The woman on the road cut me off. Well, this is very common here in Argentina to cut people off, I think. What do you think? When you change lanes all of a sudden and the other person cannot be prepared because
I don't drive, to be honest, but when I go for a drive with my brother, he's always saying, "Wow, ¿qué le pasa?"
yes, when you go for a ride with your brother,
Yeah.
yes, he's
And
always
sometimes
complaining.
he has started a fight or something like that.
Oh yes.
It's not normal. For me, it's not normal.
Sometimes it gets on our nerves, and
Yeah.
these people when we are driving, yes,
Yeah.
it happens a lot. I mean, when you are a driver, yes. What about you, Fabri? Have you ever had to deal with this kind of situation?
Yes.
Yes, yes, it's really common when someone cuts you off.
Yes, I'm kind of three different drivers depending on the vehicle.
Yes. Um, do you
when
get
when
angry?
when I drive the car, I'm very
Cautious?
yes, very cautious. When I drive the motorcycle, I'm on other mode.
Okay.
And well, my when I ride my bike, I am a mess, a completely mess.
You are reckless when you drive that. Okay, great. Then, speaking of more, um, here we have breaking the law, right? Avoiding
Run
moving
a,
wrong.
a red
Yes,
light. Yeah.
run a red light, right? This could cause an accident, right? A very dangerous um, accident, right? For example, here you can see that the the red car ran a red light and it almost hit and it's about to hit the bus, right?
Yeah, the school bus.
Yes, a school bus full of children. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a very dangerous thing. Okay, so be careful because this situation didn't end up very well. I can see. Well, any questions? No.
No, me.
So here you have the formal way to call them are indicators. Okay, and to indicate it's the verb. Okay, when you indicate. Then you have blinkers or turn signals. Okay, the noun as well. The indicators will be more formal. Okay,
Okay.
excellent. Any questions about the car vocabulary? Was it useful? I don't know. Um,
Yes, of course.
great.
I know more now in English than in Spanish.
Great,
Yes,
excellent.
it's a great.
Sorry. Well, um, great. Now we can talk about more transports. Okay, so we have more transport. Uh, let's see. This is what we call tram. Okay. Then we have a van, a truck, the subway, a motorhome. A scooter can be also in British the motorcycle. Okay. As well.
Okay.
Air balloon, a rocket.
But Miss Scooter is like a type of motorcycle.
Yes, but they also call it in
For
American. In American and English would be motorbike or motorcycle. But in English and in British English, they also call the scooter. Okay.
scooter for every kind of motorcycle.
Exactly.
Okay.
In the American, they wouldn't say scooter. Okay. They would
Motorbike or
motorbike or
motorcycle.
motorcycle. Yes, that would
Okay.
be better. Great. Rocket. This is a rocket. Okay. And then you have ferry. This is a boat or a ship that takes passengers from one side to the other when they have to cross the water, right? Excellent. Um, Canoe, kayak, and yacht. These are transport for water. Excellent.
Okay.
Great. Did you know all of the transports, or yes, most of
Yes.
them maybe.
Yes, most of them.
Great. Well, now we can practice with driving. Here we have another exercise as well. Here, no, it's not here. I thought it was here, but it's not. So here it's here. So here we have transport, public transport, and vehicles. Here we have different transports. There are some of them that we didn't talk about. For example, coach is number 2. Okay, number 2 is coach. And carriage is not exactly a type of transport. Okay, it would be the in Spanish.
Wagon.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Carriage wagon. Coach is like a bus of large distance.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes when we go on vacation, you take a coach. Yes. Great.
For example, Miss, why lorry for a trunk?
Lorry is the British word for truck.
Okay.
That's all. So carriage is number.
Carriage.
Number 9, it's not exactly, maybe it's because it's too modern, number 9, and we don't recognize this, but
So it's a tram?
it's a tram. Yes, it's not a carriage. Number 6 is carriage. Okay.
Okay. Yes, that kind of trams are very common in Budapest.
Great, excellent. Yes, maybe in Europe. Yes, in a lot of countries in Europe.
Yes, but only some places.
Some places, yes, yes, exactly. Very good. Then we have a coach is number 2.
Number 2, yes.
And truck.
7.
Lorry is number 7.
Lorry. Good. Yes. Then we have platform.
Number 1.
Because there is a number there.
Yes, it's number 1. Scooter.
Number 8.
8, yes, because it's like motorbike in American. The subway.
Yeah, 4.
Yes. The tram.
9.
And the van.
The van is number 5, I guess. So.
Yes, 5, of course.
But the tram, I don't know what it is.
The tram?
Yeah.
Remember here?
The tram is like a train.
Here.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
but it's in the middle of the street.
Tranvía. Sorry.
Okay.
Tranvía.
Great. Good. And this one we already talked about this. Excellent. Any questions about this? We can practice. And let me stop sharing and we practice the car vocabulary. And then I wanted to show you a very short scene of an episode. Okay, so we can practice as well the vocabulary. And let's see. First. Games. Let's see games. Here we have car parts. Cool, car parts. Let's practice the car parts and the transport. Let's see this one, maybe easier or not. Let's sign a line. Great. the seatbelt, the engine. I think you already know the engine, right? Engine. It's you know that. It's then you have the bonnet or the hood in British, horn, windshield, review mirror, the trunk, the steering wheel, the gear shift. Yes, this is the tire. Yes, this is all vocabulary. Well, the window, of course. Okay, here we have a word that we didn't talk about. So when it rains, you turn on, for example, the windshield wipers. Okay, the wipers.
Windshield.
Wipers to wipe the rain, for example,
Yeah.
on the windshield. So it's wipe is this action. I don't know if we have a name in Spanish, but it's the action of this wipe. For example, when you clean your mirrors, you wipe them, right? This action is called wipe. The action of wiping. Then we have tail lights. Okay, the tail lights are the opposite of headlights. And I didn't want to give you so much vocabulary. The side view mirrors or the mirrors and the roof. Okay, the roof. It's not the review. It's not the review mirror. You know. Well, it doesn't matter. Most of them we've already talked about. Great. Two teams with, and let's share the screen and we practice. Cande, team number 1. Choose a number.
I know. 9.
9. Okay.
Yes.
You use this to check the distance to the other cars or objects. This is called
Mirror.
yes, the side view mirror or mirror.
Side view mirror.
Fabri, you can choose a number.
11.
Sorry?
11.
11. You can put objects inside this place.
Trunk or
Trunk. Okay, yes, very good. Exactly.
4.
4. This glass covers the front of the car.
I don't know. Is the glass like
Yes.
a glass? Let me see. Like, wait a second. I'm going to find it. Let me see. No, wheel? No, it's not a wheel. Let me see. Rear view.
No, that is the
No.
mirror. The mirror.
Okay,
that
no.
you can
Windscreen.
Windscreen. Excellent. Windshield or windscreen. Excellent. Windshield is American.
Wind.
number
Sorry?
10.
10. This is in front of the car.
Bonnet.
Yes, or hood or bonnet. Excellent.
6.
It's on top of the car.
Roof.
The roof. Of course.
2.
2.
Yes.
A light that indicates a turn.
Turn signal.
Turn signals. Very good. Turn signals. Good.
16.
16. A light that helps the drivers see the road.
Headlight.
Headlight. Very good.
Number 8.
You can change the speed with this.
Gear shift.
Gear shift.
5.
5.
Puse. Norm.
Sorry?
Norn?
No.
Let me see. And what is it? What is north? But I'm looking at the pictures and says that the bocina is north.
No, it's not norm.
What is it? So I know we talk about this. I
Yes.
know. Don't miss Fabri, help me. Don't fan of me, help me.
Instead of
Yeah.
an A, is an H. It's not an N at the beginning. It's an H. So instead of
Horn. No, but horn, but it's
horn, okay?
horn. Okay.
Good. Fabri,
Number 1.
number 1. You can find all the information about the car in D. Remember, it's behind the steering wheel.
Dashboard.
Dashboard. Very good. Excellent.
15.
It's round and 4 in total.
Wheel.
I don't know if they are talking about the
Yeah. The tire or the wheel, but
yes,
someone
the
of
tire.
them.
Very good. The
Tire.
tire.
12.
Sorry?
12.
12. You use it to stop the car for emergencies.
Emergency brake.
14.
This is for security in accident.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
7.
This is a way to protect the car.
Bumper.
Bumper. Very good.
13.
You can see behind you with this. Remember?
Yes. Mirror or rear view.
Yes, review.
Review.
It's the other way around. No, it's not mirror review. It's the other way around.
Review mirror.
Review mirror. Very good. Remember, the compound nouns is first the function, the purpose,
Yes.
and then the noun. Okay.
Okay.
And the last one, they are to and help you to clean. Remember? Remember?
Screen. Why you
Wipe, and the noun, to make it an object, wipe is the action.
what?
With an R.
I noticed.
You know this. Okay.
Wiper.
Wiper, very good.
What?
Windshield wiper. Excellent, guys. Very good.
Means the next time we have to talk about makeup.
Makeup. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to, of course.
It's like a joke because of course I don't know anything about this. And what is
you
the
have
problem?
powder with the brush, the lipstick,
Yeah. A-lines. Yeah, brow line.
Good. I don't know much about eyeliner. I don't know much about makeup either, but that's all that I know, honestly.
I love to know. I love to know.
Great, excellent. Now we can talk about. It was my cat. She gave me a heart attack. I'm okay. Sorry. I'm back. I felt something on my lap, and it was all of the sudden, and she gave me a heart attack. Sorry. I'm fine. Now we can practice transfer vocabulary. It just wants to be said sometimes. And that's how she lets me know. But let's see. Here we have very easy transport vocabulary that you already know. I think this one is very easy. I mean, you have well, you have an airship here, airplane, car, bus,
But
cargo ship. Well, these one are really weird. Well,
yes, to be honest, everybody say that kind of word, so it's like here with the Spanish
yes,
style.
yes, but sometimes we don't have this kind of transport here. That's what happens. But
Yes.
yes, subway, the truck, and the bus.
No, that can, yes, but for example, let me see. There I
Maybe that
saw,
driverless car. We don't have this.
yeah, it's a lot.
Hyperloop. We don't have a hyperloop here, but a lot of these are rocket. Yes, but no one talks about pirate ships.
Yeah.
Yes, but yes, this can happen. Well, but we don't have much time left, so then we can leave it there. I think you already know the transport. I think we are okay with this. Um, I have to stop sharing because I'm going to show you some videos and I cannot